Almost everyone is sitting in the dark in the other room. I have with me...
Just for a change.
Yeah, just for a change, instead of all those bright lights. I can't even see who it was who said that. David J. is on stage right. Daniel Ash is stage center. And Kevin Haskins is hiding behind a speaker and a piano. But the threesome, who have been making such swell music for such a long time, are here on Snap, apparently to do a very short set for us. But they've definitely got one song in store.
We've got two, actually, darling.
Oh, brilliant. You guys are the best. You see? I knew you would.
Okay.
Shall I just set you off and let you have at it, and then we can chat a bit later?
Why not?
I'm real glad you're here. Thanks for coming.
Okay. This song is dedicated to a manager called Raymond Coffer, because it's his favourite song of all time. And here it goes. Are you ready, Kevin, darling? Right, okay. 1, 2, 3. One 1,000 watts of your love I could feel. 1,000 watts of your love, you will steal me away. Steal me for the day. Then I don't know what you want no more and just have to walk away. 1,000 watts of your love I could steal. 1,000 watts of your love, but it's unreal to say you couldn't blow me away. So then I don't know what you want no more and just have to walk away. Walk away. Why don't you listen to me for a sec? Why don't you listen, I've got something to say. Hey, hey. You know you blow me away. You know I know just what you want this time, and that's why I'm walking away. Walk away. Thank you very much and good night.
Superb. No, you can't stop now. Don't be a tease, Daniel.
All right. Oh, you want me to do it? Should we do another one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. After 3, boys and girls. Even the laziest devil sits on your youth and your crime. He watches your mistakes until the day you die. And then someone appears to assist you. This one puts different out in your mind. No words, no words, no words, no words, no more. No words, no words, no words, no reasons why. need no words, no words, no words, no words, no more. No words, no words, no words, no reasons why. Some people like a swimming pool in the blue sky. Some people further down the road than you and I. They're like the blue light, the light I always find. Some people further down the road than you and I. They say no words, no words, no words, no words, no more. No words, no words, no words, no reasons why. No words, no words, no words, no words, no more. I need no words, no words, no words, no reasons why. Acapella. No words, no words, no words, no words, no more. No words, no words, no words, no reasons why. I need no words, no words, no words, no words, no more. No words, no words, no words, no reasons why. Harmonica. Whoops.
Doing percussion now too these days, eh, Daniel?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Daniel Ash, Dave
Concussion.
J. And Kevin Haskins, Love and Rockets, with the final song from their new album, which is just called Love and Rockets. How come you decided to be so loquacious about the title this time?
What does that mean?
Wordy.
Wordy. Verbose. I can't understand anything with this echo one. Are you going to turn it off or are you going to leave it on? Actually, leave it on. It sounds quite good.
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it there. It's very sexy, Daniel.
Oh, thanks very much.
The final song, No Words, No More. Is that really going to be the final song?
You never can
Well,
tell.
I don't know.
really.
That's the only two we've been rehearsing, so I don't know if
Oh, well,
this...
then let's take
you
it
know.
off the cuff.
Actually, there is another song that we like a lot called... What?
What's it called, Kevin?
I was born under a wandering star, a wandering, wandering star. Wheels were made for rolling, mules are made to pack. I never seen a sight that didn't look better looking back. I was born under a wandering star, a wandering, wandering wandering star. Mud can make you prisoner, and the plains can bake you dry. Snow can burn your eyes, but only people make you cry. Home is where the... Hang on a minute, you got it wrong. Home is made for coming from dreams of going to, which with any luck will never come true. I was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Do I know where hell is? Hell is in hello. Heaven is goodbye forever. It's time for me to go. Whoa! I was born under a wandering star. A wandering star.
Series Good Sports, Love and Rockets. We're going to be in town, by the way, the 21st of this month down at Irvine Meadows Amphitheater.
If you say so.
Well, that's what your press agent tells me, and I tend to rely upon those people for facts and things since I don't live in a factually based world. They're important helpmates to me.
I can kind of relate to that.
Don't believe everything you read on the back of a T-shirt.
No, I love your new press release, too. Are you guys, like, completely interviewed out? Do you want to come back in here and chat or do you have to run away?
This is fine.
Or?
No, this is okay. Carry on.
You want to stay in there?
Where you want.
We were talking, David and I were talking about having him come play some records.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You play a couple of records and we'll go in that room.
Okay, pick a song. Which one do you want?
Pick a song, okay.
Jesus Jones. Info Freako.
Oh, God, I didn't bring that with me tonight. I do like that. Sat there and it's very near the top of the pile. So far, I've been asked for 2 songs and neither of those records did I bring tonight. I'm embarrassed. But they're things I play all the time. Now I want to play one of yours.
One of ours. The Purest Blue.
Okay, that's easy enough to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just have to retouch the compact disc player. And I will bring Kevin and Daniel and David J. back in this room in just a second as we listen to The Purest Blue from their new album on Snap on KCRW. Go from very quiet to very loud there, very quickly. Love and Rockets from the new album, which is simply called Love and Rockets. I'm called Deirdre O'Donoghue. This show is called Snap. I think these guys are great, good sports. And now, arrayed across from me, a mere few feet away, with no glass in between. This is great. Now I can actually see you, David J., Kevin Haskins, and Daniel Ash. How come you didn't bring your saxophone, Daniel?
I did.
Did you bring it to the studio with you?
Yeah, I didn't have time to play it though because it was a spontaneous moment.
You can play it now, though, if you want.
Do you want me to play it now?
Yeah.
All right, go and get it then.
Definitely. Okay.
I'll play it in a while. We'll have a chat first.
We may have a little impromptu saxophone recital here. You guys have known each other for an infinity now. It seems. It seems like I've been dealing with you in some way, shape, or form as
the last 55
as
years.
a group. Back in the old days, back before we... But now, this is really exciting to me. I'm not, by virtue of the nature of this show, I don't have to pay a lot of attention to charts or anything like that. And it's... you guys are apparently... You've become megastars. You're bigger than Prince now out in the outside world.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. No, I don't think
one's bigger
I
than
don't think
Prince.
that anybody's bigger than Prince.
So you're definitely all taller.
He's a work of art in himself.
But in any event, this new album for you is doing superbly. It's just ranging all over the place. Is that going to present any particular problems for you?
Don't look like it, does it?
Well, I hope not. And I certainly wouldn't expect it.
No, we're
from
having a
you.
good time, actually. We've been doing this for long enough to realise that we
can have
that
a good time.
we can have a good time. Yeah, I could say that.
Are there going to be? Have you sensed anything yet? I mean, this has got to be pretty new. You've been developing a great audience for the last few years, but do you get any sense that there'll be any kind of constriction on you by virtue of being so huge? It's certainly
We're so huge. No, I hope not. No, of course not. I mean, we, as you say, seriously, as we were saying before, we've been doing it long enough to get it all in perspective. So we intend to carry on being ourselves rather than getting a bit concerned with the next hit single, etc. That syndrome, you know.
Because I think one of the things
it's not really important
yeah.
to us anyway when it comes down to it. It's just like, I think it's a luck if that happens anyway. You know, the fact that So Alive is doing okay is
he said modestly.
A bit of luck. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's great that it is. We appreciate that, but we don't expect to sort of carry on in that area. You know, commercial success. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but keep our feet on the ground.
Oh no, don't do that, because then you'd be lost. I think one of the things I've always come to expect from the three of you and the different musics that you've done is that you've always got the ability to take off in all different directions. And this new album is no exception in terms of moving from something going right from the purest blue to a motorcycle. You going to do an air check here?
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely in
no. Not that. Not that again.
That's it.
That's
Good,
it.
wasn't it?
That's the entire. We're into the abbreviated moments here with 11 Rockets. Daniel having dragged his saxophone out. How come you didn't play it with the song?
Well, I couldn't because I didn't have time. I didn't know where it was or anything. We were just in the middle of something, so we didn't have time to grab it. I didn't know where it was in the room, you know.
Okay.
I've got it in my hands now, so beware.
Uh-oh. Now, well...
You say that to all the girls.
Well, I'm forewarned. Oh, God.
What about your personal tribute to Lee Marvin? Your reprieve.
What's that then?
Well, you were doing
The
it.
solo.
Yeah, your solo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on a minute. That was the bit that I rehearsed for this radio show, you know, this evening.
Yeah?
And we didn't get to...
You spent all day rehearsing
Spent all day.
Well, what happened?
I can do it in a lower key as well if you want.
You want to go
Maybe
back
not.
in and try it again?
No, I think I'll put it down.
We'll do Act 2. This can be...
He was rehearsing in the swimming pool. It didn't feel quite right out of water.
It took a while for the reeds to dry out, I suppose. David, no, let me ask you. We'll ask you together. With the success that you've got now with Love and Rockets, what do you see in terms of doing side projects or different solo projects in the future? Because those have always been fun from you in the past.
Yeah, we're doing odds and sods, you know. But the thing is, we're getting on so well that I don't think we're going to have time to do all that stuff.
I mean, in terms of getting along with each other, or in terms of getting along with the general
doing other
public?
things, you know. We're sort of going through a good patch at the moment.
Well,
So
then,
We're very
Might-
busy with
might
with
even
Love and
carry on.
Rockets. We're busy.
and
Yeah.
that's,
Gainfully employed.
is it an interesting situation to find yourself in? I don't get the sense
Very
from
much
any of
so.
the music of yours that I've ever heard of. There's always been to me a great sense of playfulness, a great sense of intelligence, a terrific wit, and always
Keep
a
going,
sense
keep
that it's being done
Yeah.
out of
Yeah.
out of love,
And-
as if this
and-
must be a great surprise to you. Having terrific commercial success, it's like what a nice birthday present for the world to hand you, and I rather enjoy it that you've been able to lead them down that little path. Lead us. What am I saying? Lead all of us down there and playing those games. So now you're out on this world tour. I have no idea how long it's been going on. I also
World
just found
tour.
out.
Hold on a
Yeah,
minute. Hang on.
holding.
Let's get
Hold
things
the
in
horse.
perspective.
Yeah.
You work
No,
with
we
Mark
just-
Geiger, don't you?
We're touring the USA.
You work with Mark Geiger, don't
We
you?
do. We do actually.
World tour.
Yeah, that
Daniel,
guy.
how long have you
Right,
worked
okay.
with him?
Yeah, I know that. he
Forget
wants
seeing
us-
home for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
It just
no, we can't
it's
do
not-
that. We're going mad.
What do you mean go? Tell me
Oh.
about how that was a compliment.
Was it?
Yes, at least in my world. Tell me about the earliest times of your being together. I know, David J., you're from Northampton, supposedly, or so I've been told, and I'm not
We
sure.
all are.
Are you all from Northampton?
Yeah.
Oh, this is then, is this
David
what-
and myself met actually at kindergarten, although we didn't know it at the time. Well, we did know it, but we didn't know
We're
it.
still there.
We're still there. Yeah.
still there?
We both remember the case that if you didn't do your homework or whatever it is you're supposed to do at kindergarten, not homework I suppose, but whatever it was, that if you didn't
Play
if you
properly.
did, that's right, if you didn't eat your rice pudding, then you had to get in. You were seated in the high chair, you know, and looking down on everybody else,
You
which
were
was
whipped
horrible.
with Play-Doh.
Yeah, and we both remember that experience. So that's basically the only thing we've got in common.
And now we whip each other with Play-Doh whenever we have the time and the inclination.
And now you share stages together. I've also just found out that in addition to the show on the 21st at Irvine that you're going to be, and I'll say this for the benefit of the listeners, up at Santa Barbara County Bowl on the 15th of July, which is a Saturday night and a very nice venue, nice outdoor place to play, and a good place to see the band. I have to ask you a question out of personal curiosity. When you played here last year at the Universal Amphitheater, I enjoyed the show, but I was also struck. I had a solid series of epiphanies about watching bands grow up and move to bigger venues. But I have to ask you out of personal curiosity about the Bubblemen, and I suppose the question is, what's the deal with the Bubblemen?
They're just regular guys.
You're not going to give me an
Underneath
answer,
it.
are you? I can tell. I knew instantly that I would know whether or not they were going to say anything. I thought it was.
What's the deal with them?
Yeah.
Well, the deal is that they've got a T-shirt coming out on the second leg of the tour, so we can plug a few more T-shirts and get a bit more money in the bank.
All right.
Seriously, though, folks, the Bubblemen are
Coming.
the Bubblemen. No, they're not coming, David. They're already here.
They've
been here for about 3 or 4 years now, so they're no longer coming. They're actually here.
They've been and gone.
No, they're still here.
Yeah.
In actual fact, they're on this tour that we're doing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've beamed down from the Planet Girl once more to help us out on our long and adventurous road.
Were they good storytellers?
Are they what?
Are they good storytellers?
The only time they really speak to us is in song.
They spun us a few yarns about Glenn Miller being kidnapped and taken to their planet, but...
Oh, they were
we
the ones
believe them.
responsible.
Sorry?
They were the ones responsible.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that means they've got Amelia Earhart too, probably.
I've heard there's a vicious rumour going around. I've got a feeling that it's very true that they're actually associating themselves with the Andrews sisters at the moment.
Aren't they? They're still alive, aren't they?
Yeah.
And actually in
Yeah, but
doing
they are associating themselves with the Andrews sisters.
recoup shows.
And we are very jealous. Because there's 3 of them and 3 of us.
Andrew sisters or Bubblemen?
What?
both.
Nothing. Both. All
Both.
3 of them.
Both.
We're working up into cubed categories
Maybe
here.
that's what it's leading to. The Andrews sisters are the Bubblemen.
New theories are
Sorry,
developing
I'll simmer down in a minute.
all the time.
Won't be
No,
long.
don't. It's Daniel Ash. These boys have had a long day of doing interviews today, being conned into coming in here into Snap.
Anyway.
Any
Any
mate.
Any mate?
Any mate.
Any mate?
Any moment.
Oh, yeah, what's going to happen at any moment, Daniel?
Ready, Matt? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Steady. Easy.
No, seriously, though. No, seriously.
They're talking with people lined up against the wall,
Talking
and
in
I'm
code
not
again.
sure entirely what that means. It's rock guy code, and I'm not attuned to that. Tell me about one of the things that fascinates me about the music that you do, and especially on this album, is the breadth, the scope of the music you do, from very, very gentle to completely pulsating. How amongst the 3 of you do you develop that?
Well, I do all the pulsating stuff.
It's Daniel talking.
And David likes the gentle stuff. And we
Where does
cross
that-
over once in a while.
Where does that leave me?
That leaves Kevin to play the piano. I didn't know you could play like that,
No,
Kevin.
did I?
Quite amazing. A couple of glasses of shandy,
smooth.
and he can play like... What's that guy's name? Great Balls of Fire?
I wouldn't
You get-
Mantovani.
That's it, yeah. She was great in her own time. She was real
Should we
good.
play another song from the
Not as
album?
good as
Think we
Kevin,
better.
though.
Yeah, yes, that's a good idea.
Should we play a loud one or a soft one? I'm
Loud
gonna
one.
leave this up to
Yeah,
you.
loud one. We've had a soft one. Let's play a loud one.
Okay, so pick a loud one. Should we do motorcycle?
Uh,
No.
No.
No, we don't want that loud one, though.
Bound for
Why don't you play? Why don't you? Yeah, all right.
Good, okay.
Bound for Hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. Any particular stories to
Get
tell
the
about
CD
this one?
going.
Yeah. It's so easy to keep things up. There definitely
I think
there
it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
are
Bound for Hell.
advantages. Yeah,
I
it
think
sort
so.
of does. Okay.
It's part of your glorious American heritage. It's a traditional American ballad of great antiquity and unknown origin, and great significance and personal
Depth,
value
meaning,
and-
metaphor, and moral.
etc., etc.
David J., Kevin
And,
Haskins,
2 chords in it.
Daniel Ash, Love and Rockets on Snap. Bound for Hell. I think I know the feeling. I'm Deirdre O'Donoghue. It's Snap, number 870, and I have the Love and Rockets guys here with me. And I don't have that thing on there. There are people crawling in through the doors and who knows what. What was, if you could, having just listened to that song, if you could work with any blues person, living or dead, or if pure fantasy, going off to Bubbleman Planet, and you could make any of it happen, who would you work with? Who would be your first choice? David.
Howling Wolf.
Yeah. Kevin.
A blues person.
Yeah.
Blues person. Danny?
Daniel.
Thanks very much, Kevin. The old fruit.
Fat Lead Belly Watson.
Yeah. If I could work with a blues person, I'd like to work with Prince, because I think he's got the blues.
Do you think so on this
In a
new
good
album?
way.
Have you heard this new one?
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
I haven't heard anything that he's ever done, but he looks really good. That's all I know. I like his clothes and everything. No, seriously,
he's
old
got the moves
folks.
down.
Seriously, old folks.
Daniel, I don't think you have a serious bone in your body. You would not be serious if you
You
tried.
must be joking.
Easy,
And it would be
Easy, steady.
It would be disappointing. Easy,
No, I used to
steady.
be
What is
really
this? Is this something that Matthew throws at you all the time?
Yeah.
Who?
The easy, steady.
Oh yeah. It's something, a little saying on this tour that we've
Picked up.
connected with. Picked up. Looks like it's going to stay easy, steady.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Just keeping it all, at bay.
Given that bluesmen have no apparent appeal to you, Kevin, if you could work with a person of any musical genre, who would you work with?
Do you want me to say Glenn Miller or someone else?
No, I think Daniel already said that.
Well, I always had this idea of working with Robert Smith because I think he's into being 2 years old. I've got this idea about him. He seems that way inclined, and I feel that way inclined a lot of the time, so. But we'll have to see, I don't know.
What, of being 2 years old? You feel inclined that way?
Most of the time, yeah.
It's pretty
You're talking to the cousin of Zippy the Pinhead.
first or second,
First.
First. Most
The
definitely
first-
first cousin.
twice removed, once or twice. What do you, when you got through with this album, when you finished recording Love and Rockets after a long time away, you may have been in the studio all the time. It's been a long time since we've heard from you.
We've been working so hard.
Videos, we need videos of this. Daniel, such a smart ass here. What was your feeling? Did you feel like this was going to be another album that was just going to make you keep growing with a steady increment? Or was there that kind of sense that something was going to really leap and fly?
There was something in the air with this one.
Something quite different.
No, I think when we
It
start...
was a
when we
good
start,
progression. I mean, it's been a progression from the start, but this one is like a big leap forward. I think instinctively we felt that.
Well, I think we only
Something
start...
special
Definitely
about it.
something in the air when we were recording it.
That's right.
I think we only... Carry on.
No, go ahead, Kevin.
I think we only
I
think.
think we only think that we felt that when we listen back to it at the end. We just...
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying
He's
that
talking
we...
about the
What do you
album,
mean?
Dave.
Felt that
Remember
we thought
the
that we felt
album?
that.
Well, I was
We
just
felt that.
carrying on from the thinking and the feeling.
Thinking and the feeling.
When we felt that we had to listen back
Spend
to
my
it.
life on feelings.
You're listening to Snap on KCRW Santa Monica. It's a Wednesday night. I'm Deirdre O'Donoghue and David and Daniel and Kevin, Love and Rockets are my friends.
And this is Glenn Miller, and it's called In the Mood.
Hold
No.
It's dedicated to my dad because he likes this record. It's his it's a bit of a romantic record for him because it was the record that my mum and dad listened to and heard when they met. And it's also
dedicated to someone very dear and close to me called Lynn, who I think she must have only been about 2 years old when this was brought out, or probably she wasn't even born. But it's also dedicated to her as well.
What this means is, in fact, that if it wasn't for Glenn Miller, there would have been no Daniel Ash. If it
Right.
wasn't
Yeah,
the fact
right.
that there was a Daniel Ash, there'd
Maybe.
be no Love and Rockets. So
If there was no Love and Rockets,
if it wasn't for
we
Glenn
wouldn't
Miller, we wouldn't be
Lord
here
knows.
today talking to you.
Probably lots of us
And on
wouldn't
that
be here.
note-
I think Glenn Miller was probably responsible for a good deal of procreation
I
on
think
this
so.
planet. So
Along
it's
with
fun.
Mark Boland.
In the mood.
Mark Boland.
As requested by Love and Rockets.
Anyway, everybody.
Moonlight
Can they
Serenade.
hear us?
That was that. Yeah, they can hear you
Yeah,
now.
we got it wrong. Sorry. Sorry,
That's
Dad.
okay.
Sorry,
Well,
Mum,
I think
as
the
well.
first part
But it
was-
was Moonlight Serenade, not
That
the
was
other one.
That was the one. Well, we
That
heard
was the one.
part
I
of
got
In the
the
Mood
titles
too.
mixed up.
We got it sorted out. When you go back to the years and years of music that you've done, it's been a long time. Lots of years.
It's been
Being
55
put in
years now, and
public.
we're still together.
Do you think you will be? What are you going to be doing when you're 55, Daniel?
will you still have the same haircut? That's
most,
what I'm with.
yeah, I think so. Looks that way. What will we be doing?
Would you
Sleeping
imagine?
most of the time. I hope so, anyway.
At that stage of the game. Prior to this new album, just called Love and Rockets, of the work that you'd done before, what are you happiest with? What stands out in your mind is something saying, yeah, I
It's
really
just
like
different.
that.
It's different times of your life. You do different things at different times. There's nothing that really stands out.
Are you still really happy with
At
it?
the time of recording something, that's it. As far as we're concerned, whether individually or collectively, that's it. When you're actually recording something, you think that's the be-all and end-all at that moment in time. That's how it should
I
be.
think certain tracks stand out, no?
Certain tracks stand out. I thought you were talking. I thought she was talking about certain bands.
Well, it could be that too. You could have taken it either way. I rather like the way that
There are
you
always
thought of
tracks
it.
that stand out within whatever band you're in.
David, out of all the work you've done, especially all the solo projects you've done, is there something that stands out for you? Let me get you to come in a little bit closer there.
Well, I was very pleased to hear you playing the Sinister Ducks on the radio.
Yes.
Today. We heard that. in our
What
car.
was the actual personnel for the Sinister Ducks?
Well, it's supposed to be a big secret.
Oh,
but
come on.
I think it's out now, so I might as well reveal all. It was Alan Moore on vocals and other things, and myself on guitar, and Max Acropolis, also known as Alex Green, on saxophone. And there you have it.
Sinister Ducks, a superb recording. You've done an awful lot of solo work. Is this just is it something that you tend to do? And a lot of it seems to be yourself and the guitar, or maybe dragging some friends along. Is it something that you tend to do a lot when you just sit at home, strumming guitar, dreaming up songs?
Yeah.
You have a
that's
very
about
bent
it.
sense of humor, David.
Pardon?
You have a very bent sense of humor.
Bent,
It's
yes.
fairly twisted, and I rather like it. I'm fairly fond of it.
It shows.
It does. Maybe it has something to do with the water in Northampton, because that's where the Jazz Butch was from too, isn't it?
right.
So that's how you guys all ended up together.
Water is an integral ingredient in this whole endeavour. You don't actually have the Jazz Butcher track Water, do you?
I don't think I have.
W-A-T-E-R.
No.
No?
No.
Oh,
no.
shame.
Not here. You want to sing it?
I couldn't.
Go
I
ahead.
couldn't do it justice because it needs the other chaps.
Well, we'll get Daniel to play the saxophone here.
No, I can't play that sort of stuff.
Actually, I've only got the early ones with me. We've got Scandal in Bohemia. We've got Real Men.
That sounds like a good one, doesn't it?
Let's start off here. Which one? You want to look at Scandal in Bohemia? With which David J. was involved as we fiddle. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make something go happen.
There's a famous seaside town called Blackpool.
See what we got here. We've got this one as well. I'm embarrassed that I didn't bring any of
played the fuzz bass. Is that on that
No,
record?
No.
Which one was that one?
Kevin Haskins and Daniel Ash and David J., who are going to be playing. You can see them the 15th at Santa Barbara County Bowl, the 21st at Irvine Meadows. And since 15 is a Saturday night, it's a nice drive up there, Santa Barbara County Bowl. Which one do you want, David? Oh, great. Okay, that's a standard here. That's a staple on this show. But now you guys could do an a cappella song or something while I cue this up, or talk amongst yourselves, tell funny stories to the listeners, or this isn't going to work. Okay? Is this
famous
right now, so happy hour.
No, you see, you're not
so
keeping up your
happy.
end of the bargain.
Let go,
I'm so happy.
let go, thorough grip, got a redstone.
Keep on.
Keep going,
I
keep
could do it
going,
out
keep
of
going.
mind.
Rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb. A rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb.
Ying tang ying tang ying tang ying tang ying tang ying like po. Ying tang ying like po. Ying tang ying like po. Ying tang ying tang ying tang ying tang ying tang ying like po. Ying tang ying like po. Ying tang ying like po. He's falling in the water. Henry Curran.
It's not just Northampton, it's the entire British Isles I wonder about. Kevin was the quiet one. David J. was the vocals.
I was the cringing one.
And, well, I was trying to be
Cringing is
I'm not
one.
sure. Okay, Soul Happy Hour, which has got David J. on it, and Daniel and David and Kevin are here. Fooling around on Snap
Well,
tonight.
they're on it, but they're not on it.
The best things in life are free.
Doesn't surprise me at all, but they knew all the words and sang along. If there had been any way, I would have put them on the air singing along with it. Okay, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Get out of here.
No, thanks for coming and doing this. This is really have been good sports. It's a lot of fun. Did you plan on playing the Kevin piano? Had you planned on playing the piano, Kevin? Did you even know there was one here?
I didn't plan on paying or playing the
Piano player.
No, I didn't know that. Would be
Nice to find
Yeah,
out.
I
So
didn't know anything about it at all.
thanks for doing that.
Totally taken by surprise from behind.
The piano played by Kevin Haskins, provided by David L. Abel, suppliers of fine pianos. It's a Yamaha something C120. I forget. I'm supposed to do that every time somebody plays. I'll have to. I have to find the official things. Well, you know, the guy gave us a piano. The least we can do is say thanks to him whenever we use it. Seems fairly reasonable to me. So I shall say thanks to you, David J. and Kevin Haskins and Daniel Ash.
Now get out of here.
No, I'm going to play Teardrop Collector from this album, which I like
Do you
very
have
much. What?
Stop This City by
No.
this gentleman over here?
No.
Shame.
Can I have me 30 quid back?
I don't, but I'd certainly, maybe I can find it. I don't know, it was hard enough just condensing things to get them down to the level that they were. So I hope that everything continues to go very well for you. I certainly think I'll come up and see you in Santa Barbara. That'd be a good place to see you. So there are those two upcoming shows. This album, Geiger will keep you touring around the world endlessly until you've forgotten what your names are. Raymond Coffer, your manager, thanks for helping to pull this together tonight. Matthew Murphy did the driving. Paula Batson, thank you very much for
Steady.
Driving. He did most of the organising as well. If it wasn't for Matt, we wouldn't be here tonight.
Well, then
I
Matthew,
just think I'd like to say that anyway. On
Double
behalf of
thank
Matt
you.
and
So
myself.
send your hate mail to Matt Murphy, care of Geiger Enterprises.
and we'll take care of it for you. Paula Batson from RCA Records, thanks very much to her for helping to set this up. And thanks to Bob Carlson, who did the sound for the live performance part of tonight's show with Love and Rockets. Okay, Teardrop Collector, any stories we should know about this one? Any stories you'd care to tell?
Yeah, there is a story about
Yeah?
it.
There is a
Do
story.
you want to hear a long story about this, or
Good.
the story about the
Good.
teardrop?
There's a
collector?
story that we tell around
There's
these
a story.
parts about this particular song.
No, there is.
It goes
actually.
something like
Yeah,
this.
it goes something like this.
You tell it, Dan. You tell it like
I
it
tell
is.
it. I
Go
tell
on,
it like
you
it
go on,
is.
boy, you
I
tell
walked into this second-hand shop on the
telling
Wellingborough
it now?
Road. I'm telling it now.
You
I
go on
walked
then,
into
boy.
this second-hand shop on the Wellingborough Road called Over the Moon. And I went in there, and there was this little statue. I'm going to forget the accent now.
No,
Otherwise,
keep the
I've
accent
got to
going.
keep the
Keep the
accent
accent
going.
going,
Keep
you
the
got
accent
it.
going. And I walked into there, and there's a little statue there, about 4 inches tall, of a little man there, standing there, a little green man made of plaster or something or other, and it was obviously glazed. And there was some Chinese writing on the back of it, and I asked the woman about it. I asked the woman about it, I did. And I said, what is that lettering on the back? What does it mean? And to cut a long story very short, she went up to the nearest Chinky, which is a Chinese takeaway, and asked what the story was about. And they said, I don't want to tell you. And she says, oh, go on, as they do in Northampton. And she says, and he said to her, it's a teardrop collector. And basically it's this little figure, and you take the head off, and it's got a thing like that you get at cocktail parties, a little cocktail stick on the end of the head,
You look like a spoon.
and it is for collect. No, it didn't.
No, it's got a little like spoon on the end.
Oh, spoon,
Yeah,
right?
Little
A little spoon thing,
Don't
and
forget
it
the
is
scoop now,
and it
Denny.
is for collecting teardrops of pain and teardrops of pleasure, and that's where the teardrop collector comes from. And it's a little sad song about broken love.
Daniel Ash, thank you for the story. Thanks for coming and playing tonight. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, David J. Oh, wait, I have to go back and fix that. Wait a minute, we have to talk again for a minute. I made a mistake here,
do
just
line on the
not
album
paying
now.
attention to what I'm doing. So we'll start and we'll go back now that we had that lovely... You want to do a little saxophone intro to this, or are you going to take it apart?
just putting it away.
Okay. Thanks for coming back tonight. Love and Rockets on Snap on KCRW.